The quickest way to get up here is from this box right here. We just run it. Oh, it's quick if you could stay on top of the box. What's up, everybody? Badass Games. Welcome back to Tomb Raider 2. We are in Wreck of the Maria Doria. We ended the last level there at the end. Basically, these are just really big levels, and they all link together, all on the same ship, and it's pretty awesome. Alright, so we got a harpoon guy right here. I'm going to try to fake him out to go over to that side, so that way I can climb out here without him shooting at me, and I'm going to take out my automatics. See if I can't light him up while he's right here. Oh no. Well, he's getting some shots off on me. Oh, he only shot me once. Alright, well, he's down. Over here, there is some harpoon ammo. So grab that before you leave. You're gonna need it if you're gonna go for all kills. So I'm gonna end up using a lot of harpoon ammo. I got a comment here. Somebody said that they really want me to use harpoon ammo. So, yeah, totally coming. Alright, here is a large med pack. And also, there's a really tricky jump you can do here to minimize your damage on this fall. It's best told to you, I suppose, if it's written. So here's a comment from Old Irish Dragon, who pretty much gives us the rundown of how to actually make this jump. I'm just doing what is written there, basically, and falling all the way down to the bottom, and as you can see, I take away a very little health compared to how much I would have taken away, which would be most of my life. So definitely necessary to do if you're going for a no med pack run in this level. Alright, over here are some bad guys. Let's light them up and pick up their stuff. They fell in such a way that I could pick up their stuff together. Alright, let's go over here, and you may notice some furniture laying down here on the ground. Let's go around that, and you will notice that there is an opening in the ceiling. So let's climb up here. It's pretty dark, so make sure you use a flare if you want. There's also going to be a shotgun guy that's going to come down this long passageway. It takes a little while, so don't let him scare you. Just ambush him when he gets there, and then continue on down to the other side. Now there's going to be another shotgun guy that's going to spawn at the end that we just came from. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm just going to sit and wait for him. Here he comes. Ambush him as soon as he gets around that corner. And neither of them drop anything, so they're pretty much cheapskates. Let's fall down in here. Here's the stone dragon. Awesome. That is the first secret of the level. And you could also see the stone dragon maybe if you were on the outside. You may have looked and saw that it was there. Well, this is how you get it. Cool, now that we have that, let's continue through the level. We gotta do a movable block puzzle. And that puzzle is over here. You can see there's these different types of blocks. Of course, you can move them. So let's move this guy out. We're gonna get on the other side of him, so that way we can push him all the way down to that quarter, because that's where we need him to be in order to get the blocks in the positions that we need them to be at. I'm not sure what in the wreck caused these blocks to, block the passage here, but it just makes more work for Lara Croft. And she's trying to save the world, too. Alright, push this block all the way into the corner, and then go out here and grab another one. My flare ran out, but that's fine. I'll light another one here for you guys. Okay, so this block, once we have him about there, we're going to go around to the other side. Same thing that we did to the other box. We're going to push him down into the corridor, and that'll give us room to move this last box as far out as we need it to be, which will give us access to both of the corridors that were being blocked. They basically said, what's the best way to waste the gamer's time? Let's just put some movable blocks in the way. Just a ton of movable blocks. No, it's not that bad of a puzzle. Alright, this block is now in the final spot. We are good to go. We can go into the corridor. The way that you want to go first is down this blue path. Alright, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out a weapon like my shotgun or something, because here comes a wrench guy from the same place I came from, and then a shotgun guy around the corner, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and switch weapons because I don't want to waste my shotgun ammo. There's also a wrench guy right here, so be wary of that. Make sure he doesn't hit you with his huge wrench. He brought a wrench to a gunfight. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. Whatever, he drops a large med pack, and this guy drops some flares. So grab that stuff before you head on into this huge room. Grab some long-range weapons, because there is going to be a guy with a gun up here that you're going to want to dispatch of really quickly before he gets shots off on you. Once he's down, you want to head over here to the other entrance to this area, or the other exit. It's like the only other place you can go right now. And you want to hop over this hole. And there's a trick to getting down into this room without taking any damage. What you want to do is you want to walk to the edge on this side, and then tap the roll button. And what that's going to do, it's going to let you basically come off of the ledge at running speed. So that's pretty useful, especially for this case, because you land exactly where you need to be. Alright, pull yourself up, be careful of the glass that's on the ground, and make your way out. Now we grabbed a key, so there's not much we can do in this room anymore. You could climb up there and grab the ammo that one guy dropped that was up there that we haven't grabbed yet. But that's all you can really do. There's also a fuse up there you can grab, but we'll get that later. We're going to come into this room, this other passageway that we unblocked from the movable blocks, and we'll find the keyhole sort of hidden over here on this pillar. And it's the restroom key, so I don't understand why they had the restrooms locked up. I guess if you had to use the restroom, then you're out of luck. You had to ask the captain or something. Alright, press this button. It's going to open these doors and release a guy with a wrench. I'm going to take out my M16. Somebody also wanted me to use that. So we're going to use that to tear some people up for sure as well. It also reveals this button. So we need to press this. That's going to open up that door in the other large room that we were recently in. And now a little preemptiveness. Let's go and press this button again. It's going to shut these doors. Okay, the doors that we just opened. The reason why we want those shut is because we will be coming from that hole up there, and we want to get on that side to claim that circuit breaker. So that's the whole reason why I have the door shut. So that way when we get there, we don't have to do any workarounds to try and get that thing. Excellent. Now we have that door open in this large blue room. We can go up there and get the items that guy dropped because he's rather close to it. And also go through the door. Keeping in mind that there is still that circuit breaker in this room, I still do not want to grab it yet. This is where we're going to pull ourselves up to the second level. And then over here is where we can shimmy over to the doorway that we just opened. And also find that guy that we recently killed who drops automatic ammo. Once you have that, go through the opening. And then we're going to come into a long corridor where there's a bunch of doors to each side. Now these two doors right here, one requires a keyhole, this one you can open if you want. There's nothing in this room, so you don't need to open it, you can just bypass it. It's sort of just a waste of time. There's nothing in there, no items, no enemies. It's just a dead end. But we do want to come over to this room and open this door, because this is going to give us the proper way to go. So we want to fall down this whole thing safely. And we'll find a movable block right here that we're going to need to move. Now we need to position this in such a way that's going to give us more room in order to move another movable block that's in this room. So what I'm doing now is I'm basically going to move this guy all the way against the wall on this side and then move him where he needs to be so that way I can have that extra room that I need. It's also going to give us access to a switch that we need to pull. Because right now there's this switch right there, but there's no platform underneath it to stand on to pull it. So this will also serve that function as well. Alright, with the block in place, let's hop up here. We can pull this lever if we want. And then we want to turn to the right and move this block out so that way we can jump up into the opening that we just created by pulling that switch. Alright, let's go through this long passageway. And we're going to be on the other side of one of these doors that never opens. This is a door that's also connected to that passageway. It was at the very end. I didn't show it to you, but it was there. And it never opens, but this is the other side of it, so... Now I'm going to stand right about here and wait for this guy. Light him up with the M16 and drop him. He drops nothing. So forget about him and go find this block right here. It's the only block that's sort of sitting out in this room. And we want to pull it toward the switch that's behind me. And it also uncovers a rusty key from underneath it. That's the key that's going to go in that keyhole that I showed you just a little bit ago. Alright, push this block up against the switch. Let's get up there and pull that thing. It's going to open the door to let us out of here. Alright, now we're back in that passageway with all the doors, and right there is the door that I was saying that doesn't open. So it's pretty much pointless. Don't worry about it, it doesn't ever open. Here is the door that we can open with the key, though. So we might as well do that. Alright, fall down into this room. We're going to do some more movable block puzzles. I want to move this guy out this direction once. And then I need to move him to the left, as we are facing it now. This is going to give us another extension, so that way we can move a block, an extra tile, and allow us access to the area behind it. So, quite a few block puzzles in this level. Not that I'm complaining, they're kind of fun. So this is the block that we needed the other block in position in order to move it out. So now we have access to the area behind it. There's another block blocking your passageway, though. So make sure you push this into the wall. You can't pull it, and there's nothing behind it, so no worries. Alright, let's fall into this room. We are going to face a couple of traps here. First of all, straight ahead is a breakaway floor, and also there's rolling barrels on the other side of this wall, so if you were to continue running straight, you'd probably get hit by it. So the best thing to do if you don't want to get hit by that is just to roll onto the breakaway floor and then roll off. You will trigger the barrels, and then you are able to make it safely over to here. Now, there's a secret up here. There's the Jade Dragon, but we gotta be careful because there's also barrels that are rolling, and they will crush you. They will also crush you if you just dangle from the ledge, so don't try to do that. Just trigger the barrels, fall out, and then as soon as they roll over you, climb back up and claim the Jade Dragon. Now that we have that, we need to fight a shotgun guy, so I'm going to use my Uzis on him. Maybe I should just run in there and just full blast. That sometimes works. Let's just do it. Worked like a charm. Alright, so where we want to go from here is not that direction. We want to fall through this hole and down into this water, where we will find a door that we can operate if the water wasn't there. But there's also an underwater lever that we need to pull. Somewhat hidden, and it's going to open the door up above. Now this door is timed, however the timer is extremely long, so you should be able to make it. If you're having a hard time, that's fine. Just, you know, follow what I'm doing, although you shouldn't have a hard time trying to get up in this door. Now that door being timed, they give us a switch right here in order to open the door. So if you get stuck, pull that switch and it'll let you out. Alright, as you approach into this room, that door behind you shuts. You can run and jump up here and pull this lever to open up another door that we're going to go to here in a second. If you aren't able to run and jump up here, there's a slope directly below you, and the trapdoor. That trapdoor will be open when you enter this room, and if you aren't able to get up in that room the same way I did, then you can basically jump back and forth on this thing until a trapdoor closes, and then you can stand on it to let yourself up into that area. Okay, so let's get out of here now. We want to head over here to the right as we leave. This is going to take us to that door we just opened. And there's going to be a bunch of guys in there that we need to fight. They're on separate levels too, so be mindful of that. You might get shot at from people you can't see. There's a shotgun guy right off the bat. Oh no, I'm getting shot at by the guy from afar. It's going to lock on him and tear him up. It's going to lock on this other guy. There's one more in this room. I believe he's directly below me. Let's go over here. Oh, maybe not. There he is. Alright, now that we've done tearing him up, let's go ahead and figure out how to get down there, because we need to do that. We definitely need to go down there. Alright, there's a trapdoor on the other side of this little floor that's kind of sticking downward from the quote-unquote ceiling. And this lever, or this button right here, is going to open that trapdoor. But the trapdoor is timed, so you press it, and then you got to run all the way around to make the timer. Or there's actually a, an easier way or a simpler way to get down there. Not necessarily easier, but it is simpler. And what you do is you just find any edge, and then you tap backwards, hold the action button like you're going to grab the ledge, but then let go just in time so you slide onto this level right here. Alright, so this guy dropped some stuff. All these other guys are cheapskates, not dropping anything. Alright, so there you can see the timer went away. Now, there are two important things that you need to do in this while you're down here. You need to come over here and press this button right here. Alright, this is going to drain that area where we had the boat and the door that we couldn't operate before. So now we can operate that door. And we need to grab this circuit breaker. Now, while you're standing on this tile that has a circuit breaker, it's going to open up that trap door, and it's timed. The timer doesn't start until you leave the tile, though. So, if you're having a hard time getting out of here, make sure you go back to where you picked up the circuit breaker, and you will open this trap door, and it will let you out. So, let's go over here, back the same way we came. They're going to take us all the way back to that boat. And we're going to be forced to take a lot more fall damage again, okay? A lot of force damage here. But that's fine. We can still do this without using a med pack. We'll open this door and leave. Now this is going to take us back to get the other circuit breaker behind the doors that we operated twice. So we'll be thankful that we did that. Now, if you run up here and you find that the door is shut on you, and you aren't able to come over here and grab this circuit breaker, then that's fine. There's actually a quick way to switch the doors. What you do is you press this button right here instead, and that's going to open a trap door back in this room, okay? The trap door is right there. You can see it open now, and the button you need is there far, okay? And that will shut these doors and let you come back in here to get the circuit breaker. Now, that trap door is right here, so it's very easy for you to go push that button and get back if you need to. Let's climb out of here. We're going back into that large blue room, and there's going to be a wrench guy that wants to harass you a little bit. Well, I'm going to stand up here and shoot at him if I can get a lock on him. He might be coming. Let me see if I can't bait him, just in case. I'm gonna dangle here. Essentially, the game marks your location based on where your shadow's at. So if you dangle from a ledge, your shadow is on the ground below it, and that tricks enemies into thinking that that is exactly where you are at, and so they usually come for that. That doesn't look like he's being effectively baited right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump over here and grab this fuse. Oh, there he is. And grab this circuit breaker. And now I need to make it down safely while at the same time taking this guy out. Let's go ahead and use a quicker weapon, which isn't the Uzis, because I'm almost out of ammo for that. Yeah, this no pistol run is proving to be actually quite a challenge, because I I am finding myself needing to conserve ammo for certain weapons. I mean, the Uzis, for example. Here is some harpoon ammo that this guy dropped, which we're gonna need. For the harpoon sections coming up in a little bit, there's a gun guy that's gonna be coming around this corner. We're gonna ambush him. Tear him up, and does he drop anything? Yes, he drops Uzi ammo. So at least we get a little bit more ammo for our Uzis. Excellent, we have everything that we came in here for, everything that we came over in this direction for. Check your inventory, make sure you have 3 circuit breakers. If you don't, then go back and look for them, or check the video to find out where they're at. What we want to do now is find this pool, and we will find a small med pack in the water. And then we also want to swim over in this direction. Now I'm going to go ahead and save my game. Okay, I know the reason why is because there's so much randomness that can come up and really prevent you from doing the no med pack run. Because it really depends on the position of the guy with the wrench. If he's too close to you, then he will knock you off and you'll just take way too much damage and you pretty much have to start over. So I'm pretty much going to prevent that from happening, considering, I'm considering the randomness factor here. We pulled this lever to open a trapdoor that's going to let us out in this room, where we're going to be bombarded by enemies. Pull yourself out and select a weapon of choice. I'm going to use the M16, and I'm going to just light this guy up. Lighting up all 3 of them. Okay, they all 3 dropped stuff. So let's grab some of the things that they did drop. This guy dropped some shotgun shells. And this guy right here, the gun guy, dropped Uzi clips. And the guy with the wrench dropped a small med pack. I'm gonna have a hard time standing on these things. Excellent. Now what we need to do is we need to find this flame right here that almost got lit on. And we need to insert the circuit breakers to extinguish the flames. So that way we can move, there's a movable block there at the end of this whole thing, and we're going to be able to move that thing without catching ourselves on fire. So that's the whole purpose of the circuit breakers. Now if you're going for time, I believe the best thing to do if you're not worried about med packs is to just come in here and just grab this box and just move it, and just chug med packs until you get to the water part. You can move the box out twice and then you can go put yourself out in the water. So I would think that that would be the quickest way to get through this level. Alright, so now that we have the box somewhat in place, we can actually jump and grab this ledge right here. There's going to be a wrench guy in this room. So we need to trigger him by standing on this tile. Keep our distance so he doesn't whack us with that huge wrench. And pull this lever. What this lever is going to do is it's going to adjust these large... I don't know what they are, actually. But they're adjusted now so that way you can make running jumps all the way to the end of this area. Alright, here we are. Now let's fall down all the way. There's nothing on the way down. We find water down here so we don't die, which is good. And now we want to follow our way into this water area. Let me take out my shotgun. There's going to be a barracuda. And one shot from this thing does him in, so... as long as he's close enough, of course. Here is some harpoon ammo. Some much-needed harpoon ammo. Because we are about to go into a major area where we gotta fight a bunch of underwater stuff. Alright, it's dark, I know. So let me light a flare. Climb out of here. There's going to be a wrench guy. And he drops a small med pack. Now notice that there is a keyhole right here by this door. Just take reference. Where we want to go from in here is we want to go find this door right here that we can turn the hand wheel to open. We will enter this room and we'll find a switch that's going to open up a door on the other side of this area. So this is a time door as well, and once again the timer is extremely long. You should have no issues making it over to this door as long as you know where to go. Okay, you may pull the switch and you may look around and find that the door is shut. Well, the chances are you took too long looking around and it shut before you got to it. Come in here and move this box. There is a lever right here that we need to pull. It's going to open up a trap door into some underwater area. Now that underwater area is going to take us out and into this large body of water right out here, okay? You see where that shark's swimming around? Okay, there's a key out there. And that's what we need over there. What we got to do to get through there, we got to head in this direction. And over here, we are going to find the opening that we made. I'm going to go ahead and save my game again because this is actually a pretty difficult part as well. I'll be doing a lot of harpoon fighting. I have 33 shots from the harpoon, okay? Stay away from all of the sharks' mouths. Do not get in front of any of the sharks. We want to come into the water, we want to just light these guys up as fast as we possibly can. Okay, I got too close to the mouth there, I almost got bit. We also want to take care of these barracudas. Well, you don't have to. This is all just for kills. If you don't care too much about these guys, you can easily go and pick up the key without getting hit by these guys. I got rid of a barracuda, which is good. They're actually the hardest things to kill. The sharks aren't that hard. They just take a lot more hits. Okay, I'm running low on air, so I might as well go ahead and try to find some air. There is another air pocket over in this direction. Okay, the key is over here to my right, but I'm gonna head straight from the area that I was in. We'll find this little opening where we can swim up and find the third and last secret of the level, the gold dragon. This also gives us our grenade launcher, so we can start poofing things again. That's awesome. Let's fall back into the water. We got some work to do when it comes to dispatching of enemies. Alright, I'm going to try to kite these guys out, get a little bit of distance, and try to turn around on the sharks. The sharks also have a very crappy turn radius, so you can easily get behind them. The problem with trying to fight the slow sharks is that we have these fast barracudas with us as well. Alright, so we have 12 shots left in the harpoon gun. I would like to end with 5 shots left in the harpoon gun because I gotta fight something else later underwater. And I want pretty much as much harpoon ammo as I possibly can get. I missed. It's very easy to miss the barracudas in this. Oh, I better go find some air. I'm gonna have to wait on you, man. I will have to wait to kill that barracuda. But don't worry, guys, his days are coming. So the fastest way to actually gain air when you're swimming around is to pull yourself out of the water. It's a lot quicker to pull yourself out of the water and hop back in than it is to just wait at the surface for your air bar to catch back up. So you can use that tip to speed up your gameplay a little bit. Over here is that key that we need. So let's snatch that thing and head back to the same way we came. We finally did everything that we need to do in this area. Everything is dead. And we still have enough harpoon ammo to take out a harpooner. Yeah, I found this level to be very difficult to get all kills in because of the harpoon factor. Try to minimize your harpoon ammo usage. Alright, through this corridor we will find some automatic ammo. Now, I didn't kill anybody for these, they're just laying right there. And now let's take that key that we found and go to that keyhole that we saw earlier near this wrench guy. Okay, it's going to open the area to the cabin where there's going to be another switch. Okay, this is a switch to pull a switch. This is pretty much what we're doing here. Okay, we got the key so we can go pull this switch so we can go move a block to pull another switch to open the hatch in the cabin. Yes. Alright, so this trapdoor opened, allowing us access to this side of this movable block, and we can move it up one tile, which will give us access to this switch. This is going to open a hatch in the cabin that we were just in. And now we can climb out of here. And into the final section of this level. Now, this is actually very difficult to do because it's very unpredictable to figure out where the enemies are, especially the underwater guys. See, I thought I had a lock on one, but I was wrong. It's very hard to get a lock on those underwater guys. So that's why I wanted to save harpoon ammo. Oh no, I'm dead. Well, it's a good thing I saved recently. Alright guys, I made it back to the spot. Hopefully that underwater harpoon guy is in position. Doesn't look like that's the case. Oh, there he is. Good. I also finished the underwater area with 6 harpoons, so I actually have 6 of those to use. I don't know if I'll be using all of them, but we'll see. Oh no, I need to not get shot by him. They're all the way at the other end. Alright, well, we'll just go over there, I guess. See, this is the whole problem with getting all kills is, you know, this sort of stuff where it just takes forever for you to get a lock on an enemy to kill them. That is one of the most tedious things about all kills. And now if it's pistols only and all kills, then oh my, that's just masochism. You have to pretty much be a masochist to enjoy that kind of stuff. Alright, well, this guy doesn't seem like he's gonna cooperate, so let's just join him down here and pick up all the stuff that these guys left behind. This guy had some M16 clips. And we also have a small med pack. Now that's not all the enemies that are in this level yet. We still have to fight a couple more. There's one more underwater harpoon guy, and there's a couple of more fish. Before we go in the water, come over here and find some M16 ammo in the corner. And then we will find the underwater. Now we would definitely want to go into the water. This time I'm going to take out my harpoon gun. And I'm going to fight this other harpoon guy just like this. Oh, he's getting shots off like a lucky guy. So lucky. I took a lot of hits from him. Unfortunately, I did terrible when fighting him. But that's okay. I should still have enough life to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swim down here. We need to bait out a couple of fish. Alright, there's a couple of fish in here that we want to kill. So be careful of these little monsters that are hidden in the alcove. They do a little bit of damage. They're really not all that threatening. But if they do too much damage, then you know, you're not going to be able to do the no bed pack run because we may have to go bait these fish out to the other side because, I mean, it takes forever for me to even get a lock on these guys to shoot them up. And I'm running out of shotgun ammo too, so I really don't want to waste shotgun ammo on these fish. So let me try a different gun. I'm actually surprised at how well I'm getting locks on these fish. Alright, so let's try to bait the other one back. There's a third one somewhere around here. Not sure exactly where he's at. Maybe there was only 2. I'm gonna go back and check. It's a very ballsy move because I have such little life. Oh, there he is. So let's bring him back this direction. I may end up dying right here. Oh, maybe not. Oh my gosh. I totally need to kill this fish, though. And there we go. Sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got through the Wreck of Doria with this much life. I can't believe it. Alright, well, here is the end of the level. 35 kills. No health packs used. Found all the secrets. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Badass Games. Thank you for watching my walkthrough, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.